Welcome back, YouTube, to my Harvest Moon DS 100% playthrough, part 51. I am going to be starting at a much different spot than I would normally do, because I did run into Rock and Lumina's next rival event. Apparently, that is just what happened, is that you can't get any of the rival events during winter with Rock and Lumina, so that's why it ended up working out the way that it did, where I couldn't get anything past the first one. But the other problem that we're gonna run into, which really isn't a problem, but I also thought for some reason it wouldn't be bad for us, because remember how I said that I was a little concerned about the European version that I got being the correct version to where it wouldn't be bugged for the Witch Princess. I am slightly more concerned because on my guide, it specifically says that this event that we are about to see is only bugged in the North American version. I don't have the North American version. And, you know, I couldn't find a North American version that wasn't bugged to where I could have the Witch Princess. But the reason why I'm here is because, again, to make 100% sure, the choker does exist. It does exist. So, in the list. So I still should have the version that lets me be able to marry the Witch Princess. Should. But I'm concerned because of this. We get to see this event twice. The green rival event does not exist, I guess, in the North American and the European version, because, I don't know why it is. You know, this game is full of bugs, and we're all finding it out together, right? So the green rival event is supposed to technically be Rock and Lumina are back by the pond, where Rock tells her that there used to be a goddess in the pond. She still doesn't believe him about liking him in the past. Doesn't she remember when she was the goddess and Rock was her subordinate? She mildly remembers someone falling into the pond, so Rock tells her the story of when she slipped and fell into the water. She didn't come back up, so he jumped in to help her. Lumina thanks him for helping her out that day. So that's the one that we're gonna miss, which kind of sucks, because I kind of would like to see that, to where Rock isn't being Rock. But no, we get to see this one twice. And after we see this a second time, we will be able to get them married, thankfully. So it is working. It is just because I was in winter, and that's why we were unable to get any of the rival events until the next year. Not because of the year, just bad weather. Bad season. Woo! You don't look good. What happened? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I can't do that. Rock. The girl who likes me is crying. A man can't just leave her alone, right? Well, hot damn. I guess even this event, we get Rock being not Rock. Huh? When I look at you, I forget what I'm worrying about. That's good, whatever that means. Anyway, do you think you've fallen in love with me again? Yes. Yes! You know, it's fine. But since it is Tuesday, I'll go ahead and let you guys, you know. Oh, dang it! 3/10? Bro, I'm living the dream. They ranked up in help. I think we did that at 11:30, right? So, like, 12:10? So, I will keep this day going just so then that way we can watch the, you know, or go visit Leia. Damn, they are at 3/10 now. Nice. They heal me better. Have I been keeping track of how many times they've healed me? Absolutely not. The best I'm doing is just making sure I'm doing this every 40 minutes. I tried to do the every 30 minutes, but it is so precise on exactly the 30 minutes prompt that I just got tired of trying. Mostly because I hate talking to these sprites when they're not ready to heal you, and they're just really obnoxious about it. It's like, okay, shut up. Just tell me you can't do it and then move on. Move on! So I won't be doing it anymore. I'm just gonna be... I'll just do this, yeah. God, that's so nice that they can heal me 3/10. Do we think the first step, which I believe was 500 times? I just looked at it too. I truly did just look at the numbers, because we don't have that many sprites left to gain outside of the TV sprite. Let me look at it again while I'm doing this. Yeah, okay, so the first one is 500, 750, and then 1,000 times. These are the last, this is the bulk of the team that we have left, by the way. The bulk of the team that we have left to get is the healing sprites. Which, like, again, I just told you, we need to be healed 500, 750, and 1,000 times. And then the other sprite that we have left is the collect 700 wool using the glove, touch glove. So, yeah, we're getting there. I do kind of wish that these guys were down at the beach, though, for today, just because I do need to go catch fish. Well, it's probably not that big of a deal to catch fish now, because I feel like I'm getting pretty close to her liking me, and maybe what I have is all that I need. Also, partially because I am getting kind of lazy about it. And I want to sit here and just be healed as much as I can. I don't think I need to be using a tool the entire time. Well, I mean, I do it to make sure I don't fall asleep, and it's easier to talk to them right as the 40-minute mark hits. But I don't think I need to actually be using a tool. I think they'll heal me no matter what. I really love that they say it by tenths, though. 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Oh, I could technically go fish now. Nah, I won't. I'm, like, pretty sure that by the time we get to Red Heart with Leia, I should have more than enough stuff. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, giving her the big fish clearly gets us more friendship points, but that's not a huge deal to me. We're at Orange Heart, and I feel like we're skyrocketing pretty quick, so I'll take it. Well, we can't fish actually for a couple of hours once these guys leave. Wait, I don't remember. I already forgot the number that I was at. I did this at 6:10, didn't I? I did. See, this is why it's annoying. Because then I sit there and they take forever to get through their stupid little dialogue. It's, ugh. And then, of course, at the end of the dialogue, you still have to tell them, hey, yeah, I still want you to be here tomorrow. So that's why I hate talking to them too early, which is why I don't do the 30 minutes anymore. I just do the 40 minutes. I'll cut the loss of not being as precise with the 30 minutes. Because then at least I have to deal with less dialogue. Okay, we can do this 2 more times, and then we're gonna go fish. Fish. Oh, and then of course, before I get to the chicken festival, which is what was the main bulk of where the video is gonna actually, where the parts actually, where we're actually gonna, you know, fucking. If I could speak, the main bulk of this video will start around the chicken festival, but it will also depend on if I can get the last event, which will be on Saturday. On Saturday now for Lumina and Rock, by the way. On Saturday, and I believe it'll still be at the beach. I'm pretty sure it'll still be at the beach. Okay, 6 is fine. Yeah, I think it is the... Yeah, it's the beach. Because we get to go see the beach one twice. Which is so funny. But also worrisome for all of our hard work with the Witch Princess. Whether I marry her or not, no matter what happens, I will still have a neat little homage to the animals that did their best to help us. Really? Now there's gonna be no fish. No fish? Thank you. Jesus. I don't... Whatever. Fishing. Fishing in this game. I do still like in Grand Bazaar that you can't pull your fishing rod out too soon. That is still so nice. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm glad. Oh, God. God. I'm fine. Obviously, I'm fine. I'm just sneezing. It's just... It sucks. Okay, Leia. Guess what I got for you? A big fish! Oh, Nick, I thought you'd come. You're very nice to me. Well, I just think so. So, yep, I promise I am still working on her. There just hasn't been much time in between. Oopsie. Much time in between. Obviously, when I ended the last part in this one, so... I will see you guys either on Sunday, if the weather's nice, or... Not Sunday, Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday if the weather's nice, or I will see you at the Chicken Festival. I don't know why this is so hard for me to cut every time, but I'll be back. Okay, we are back on Tuesday, so that way you guys can just watch me do the gift with Leia. There wasn't... I couldn't, sadly... If you guys were able to do the math while I showed you the other rival event that we got with Rock and Lumina, if you would have done the math correctly, you would have seen way back then that I would not be having even a chance. No chance whatsoever at this past Saturday at being the one where I could get them married because it was a festival day. So yeah, that sucked. When I realized that the first was going to be on frickin' Saturday. Have to wait another week. Maybe if we can get there fast enough today with this part, we will be able to enjoy seeing the last Rock and Lumina event. But I don't know. I don't really see it happening because even with me doing, just sitting there waiting for time to pass for the healing sprites to be used, days are still going by very, very slow. I shouldn't have expected anything else, but incredibly slow. And again, it's partially my fault for not taking the time, or taking any time, really, to do it, which, to be fair, I can't, like, fully say it's just not my fault for taking the time. I did a lot of math today, and I don't much like how much math I did, but I did a lot of math. So, what I found out with all of this math is that right now, with all the Christmas events going on, and all the stuff that I would like to do some kind of progress outside of streams, so then that way you guys don't see too much of the daily grind or just the grind to get to certain goals. Because I don't mind seeing it, but I also know with myself, I find it very difficult to make the content super enjoyable. I mean, obviously I could talk out my ass for as long as the video goes, because I have a lot to talk about. Sometimes I know I'll also just go quiet as I'm thinking about things. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that because of the way that I'm currently content creating, it's very difficult for me to keep this stuff entertaining. So that's why I try to take out as much of it as I can. And I actually did the math. Out of the games that I need to do off stream, off recording, and the games that have events going on that I wouldn't mind playing to get stuff from, 6 games. Now, even with me not having work for the next 2 weeks, how well do you think I can do 6 games in a day's time? When you don't include spending time with friends, talking, getting groceries, taking care of the adult, taking care of the body, taking care of chores, sleeping, doing any of that, right? Once you take that out, it's not a lot of hours left for 6 games to be done in a day. Especially if I want to get a good grind in on either of them. So I have kind of put myself in a hell for what I would like to do and what I can actually do. Oh, by the way, we have gone up. Yeah, I don't even think you guys enjoyed the 310s at all. Maybe they were doing 310s back on the 25th or whatever when I had you guys show up for the Rock and Lumina event. Maybe they were doing 310s then, but we're already up to 410s. These guys are learning very quickly. And the reason why I think about that, this was more rough math that I did. This is rough, okay? Like, because I can't do it every festival day. Or no, I can't do it in any festival day because these guys don't work on festival days. So if you don't count in the festival days and marriage days, because those days are going to be out of the question too, since I started with the harvest sprites, the healing harvest sprites, it should only take me roughly 25 days of just sitting here doing my basic chores and then just having them heal me every 40 minutes. Roughly 25 days. So at the most, I would think a month. So before the end of summer, we should be done with being healed by the harvest healing team 1,000 times. We should have that done. If I did my math right, before the end of summer, which is great because I need the harvest sprites to be helping me with the yams when autumn comes around. Please come tomorrow. And if you think it's a little crazy to be doing the 40 minutes, the 40-minute time in between getting heals from them, it's not crazy. Because trying to do the 30 minutes, it needs to be exact. And I really, 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 really hate the extended dialogue that you get when you talk to them before they're able to heal you. And I swear, the game does it on purpose as punishment for trying to get them to heal you before their powers were recharged. So yeah, that's why I do the 40 minutes. It's just a guarantee that I do not have to hear them talk uselessly to me. Because that's exactly what they're doing too. They're doing that thing that some coworkers and even comedy shows about any type of comedy show or movie where somebody doesn't want to do a job or they want to do anything else but what they're supposed to do, so they'll talk the person's ear off or talk somebody's ear off just so they don't have to do what they're avoiding. And yep, that is exactly what they're doing. They talk absolute nonsense. I don't know if the leader does, because I have never talked to the leader. I end up talking to the same motherfucking sprite every time. I think I did talk to the leader once, because I went and watered my crops, which, by the way, I did check on my crops real quick when we walked by. We do have crops again, and that's because I found out we can't make seeds out of the level 4 tomatoes. And I screwed up the pineapple and corn last year. So I'm replanting the corn to actually get that up to rank 4. And we're gonna have to wait until next year in order to get rank 4 pineapples. Because as much as I would love to see me pushing through as much as I can with getting the Witch Princess married, having a kid, nothing can really hurry us with the 100,000 yams without it being autumn. It just has to be autumn. I didn't feed him. I forgot to feed him. We do have our level 3 peach here, though. Oh, and that's another thing, too, is that our trees are actually available for us to harvest. So once we get 4 of each, I will be replanting the trees again. Just so we can get them. And the sheep did have their babies. So all of our barns are full of sheep. Our newborns are obviously not able to have their wool cut just yet. And I gave them the first 4 members of my Pokemon in my current party for Pokemon Legends Soft. Those are the names that I gave them. Kept it Pokemon related, but made it slightly easier to where I didn't have to go through the random generator. So, yep. So we have, if you guys read them, because I didn't read them at all, and I just hurried the dialogue. It's Meganium, Delphox, Garchomp, and Gardevoir. Those are the names that they were given. Now, there's a chance that those names were given to chickens that have passed on to the Witch Princess. But I'm pretty sure I did not make any duplicate names with what is currently on the farm. I think we're good at least there. But yep, nothing else happened. Just the usual, I gotta just talk to the sprites a lot. Like, a lot. Only 1,000 times, but a lot. I also hate that sprite talks about 740. That sprite talks in 3/10, 4/10. But when you talk to the leader actually just says 40%, the percent, which is so nice. It's like, thank you for speaking regular English. Nick, welcome. Yeah, don't mind who I'm gonna be seeing tonight. I have to make sure that I have a backup plan. Oh yeah, so see, I'll show you what the leader says. Because that sprite that we usually talk to says 4/10. This time, I'll let you get better by 40%. It's a special little something. Help me out tomorrow. So yeah, I have a feeling with how quickly I'm going up in the... of how much they're able to heal me. We went from 2/10 to 4/10 very quickly. I am, pretty sure the being done by the end of the month is gonna be possible. Jesus. 9 o'clock. Oh, and I will do pretty much the exact same thing that I did last Tuesday. I'll just stick with them until we get the heals, until they leave, and then we'll move on to go fishing. I love that when you are at that point in the game where it's just take care of stuff. Like, this is why I find it so difficult to continue playing the games. 10:20. To continue playing the Harvest Moon games, the older ones that don't really give you much options after a certain point. Because, I mean, with how much money I was able to get from the glitch of the fishing team being sent to the beach in winter, I don't have anything else to worry about upgrading. 11. I don't have anything else to worry about upgrading. I don't have anything else really to do on my farm besides just getting the level 4 crops out. And then, you know, the Witch Princess, 1140. But, that's the problem. if I wasn't marrying the Witch Princess, and even if I married Leia, to where I, actually focused up on her, got friends with Daryl, got friends with her, did not let her leave the basement until I got her up to a red heart, then, yeah, it'd be super, super easy to just get her to love me and everything. And I would have already had her married, already have a kid. So if it wasn't for the Witch Princess, and the fact that I'm trying to get the other 100 sprites, 101 sprites in total, I would have stopped playing by now. I would have said, well, playthrough's done. I'm out. Bye, because this is boring. There's nothing else to really shoot for. That's why I'm glad that I am going for the full 101 sprites, because it gives us something else to do, gives us something to strive for in the end game. But if you didn't have anything like that at this point, I would say it's very difficult to continue playing, and it's more appealing to start over, maybe date somebody else, or just see if you could do stuff faster. Like, if I actually paid attention at knowing that one of the channel sprites is 100,000 items that need to be shipped from your farm, I would have one specific item, not 100,000 in total. If it was 100,000 in total, we would have already been done. 220. One specific item. I would have definitely been more serious about the yams and getting the basement in my house way sooner. Way sooner. But, to be fair, it's not like I really had a whole lot of extra time. Kind of. Maybe I did. I technically did, I bet. Because I went into the mine a couple times. So I obviously had time. Alright, 340. Yeah, so welcome to how it's been. Another just like how we would sit in the hot spring forever. Welcome, guys, to the end game of getting sprite. Oh wait, not that. Of getting sprites. Man, it would be really nice if we reached the 500 in today's part. That would be awesome. Awesome! I don't think we'll get that lucky, but it would be pretty good. Pretty cool. I had coffee like 4 hours ago. Hey! We're already halfway there, guys. Oh, okay, to be fair, I know that I did use the healing sprites a little bit before I started getting too much into the fishing, but oh my god. I made it back. Hello, Whitney. You are the 500 times. Oh, and don't worry, I still haven't seen the water sprite dancing. We haven't done any of the dancing with the water sprites yet. We haven't done that yet. Thanks for bringing me back, Nick. I'll be useful and give you my help. Bye. Okay, 5 o'clock now. Yeah, so we've already reached 500. And I've only been doing this seriously for a week? A little over a week, maybe? So that's why I think that we'll definitely make it. And I know I undershot. I purposely undershot my math. Because I know sometimes I'll need to run around and do things. So it takes out some time where I might not get it exactly every 40 minutes. Like, I haven't gone to check the trees to see if the other ones have been harvestable. It's a good thing I did. Jesus. So, I mean, I've learned how to do it pretty quick, but we still sit here and hope for the best. 620. Yeah, so I have a feeling that this is going to be one of the easiest things for me to get. It's just sitting here and talking to these guys every 40 minutes. It's easy, but painstakingly long. Painstakingly. I already love the fact that I only have to wait 40 minutes compared to waiting an hour in the spring. And I did the same thing with the springs too. I waited an hour and 10 minutes just to make 100% certain that I would not leave the spring too soon. Yeah, it's a great time. 8:20. We will actually do the 30 minutes on this one because I want to be able to get the last one in before they're gone. Now, I do not know, and I don't think there's really no good way of knowing either, if you need to actually have used up some fatigue and stamina. Okay, great. Yeah, see, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Shut up! Shut up! Alright, there we go. It really annoying. Super, super annoying. So I don't know if you actually need to have fatigue built up or stamina actually gone for it to be considered you being healed by this harvest sprites. Because even if I was at max stamina and everything, ooh, why am I getting so lucky with large fish now? I don't know if you need to have used up or gained any fatigue, but because they will still heal you even if you're full. Do you need to catch 50,000 fish to actually start catching large fish consistently? Or at least more than you were before? I don't remember the last time I caught 2 large fish in a row. So yeah, that I don't know. But that's why I also use my brush to keep myself awake. So I can make exactly the 40-minute mark. Cool. I use my brush to keep myself awake to make the exact 40-minute mark. And then that way I'm at least using stamina or something to keep me... To make sure that there is no way that they can't say that they can't heal me. Or for the game to consider it not good enough. I don't know. Okay. We're set up. Red? Dang it. So close. So very close. Well, the other thing that did happen was that we did have one typhoon try to come in. One. Clearly I didn't let it happen. And I won't ever let it happen as long as I remember to check my weather before I start doing everything. Sunny, can you be... Oh my god, is Saturday another fucking festival? Thank god. Saturday is not the chicken festival. I would have lost my mind if that was the chicken festival. Because then how am I ever going to get these two married? How? Okay. At least I don't have to worry about watering my crops outside. I might be able to get my tomato seeds back up to 3 to keep. I might be able to get my tomato seeds back up to 3. Before the end of the summer. No, we won't. Because I'm starting from frickin' scratch. Yeah, no, my tomato seeds are screwed up as well. God. We have at least level 4 tomatoes sitting in our fridge if we ever need them for the festival. But, my god. That sucks. Just like pretty much how every other glitch just seems to be perfectly in place to screw me over in some way. In these endgame stuff. Oh, it's terrible. Heal me. How we doing? Good? Good, good, good. And we're back at it again for another day. I don't know why I'm looking for food. I haven't grabbed it yet. Oh, shit! We are getting low on animal feed, too. I need to make sure I buy some. Just now realized it, but we are getting low. I should have saw it yesterday. Well, no, I wouldn't have seen it yesterday because of there just being enough in the thing to still keep me at 99 when I took it out. So, no, it makes sense that it's today when I see it. Makes sense. I also really like having the healing team being there, by the way. Because it makes it... Because it does make it so much easier to top up to where I don't... Okay. Where I don't have to worry about passing out before I'm done taking care of all the animals that I now have. I do not think... Well, actually, I can't have the healing team while I have the harvest team. That's right. I am just gonna have to chug medicine like a madman when we're doing up the yams. And I believe I will still do the yams as well. Right in front of the campsites? I don't remember where the slower ones were. I think it's the farther away from your farm, the slower it is. So... I'll have to relook at that. Clearly, I have time to truly decide on exactly where I would like to have my large yam production. But we are gonna have to be mindful, because I would really still like to keep the yams regrowing every 2 days if I can do it. But I have a feeling that I'm not gonna get that chance. You know what I should have done? Was plant the stuff in the cave. If I planted the things that I needed in the cave, they would have been done a little bit faster, right? And maybe I could have done 2 things of pine. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're not in that much of a rush, and having level for crops is not that important compared to just getting 10,000 gifts to the Witch Princess and poisoning the next Harvest Festival. That's it. Those are the only important things. Really, truly. Actually, I lied. It's also, you know, being healed by the healing team. Those are the important things. 10,000 gifts, poisoning the Harvest Festival, and being healed. The only things that matter. Everything else is not a big deal. I guess I will just grab... Get out! I think I'll just go ahead and grab feed tomorrow. Because they should still be open at that time, and it won't be that bad. $7.40. Oh, isn't this the season where I should also be finding more poison grass? I think it is. Shit. Clearly I haven't been doing that. And I really don't want to. I'd rather sit here and make sure that I get this done. Crap. But I do think it is. Not that I can outright remember exactly when the red grass is available, but I'm pretty sure it is available in the summer. Because that's when I would usually grab the red grass, is during the summer, and then would grab the toadstools during autumn. May not be helping myself by not do. Well, I could grab the red grass on the holidays. Oh wait, no, talk. That way I'm not wasting. That way I'm not wasting the 40-minute times here because they're already not going to be available on holidays. Guess that's where I could grab the red grass. Speaking of, I could probably also... Did I do it? Oh god, I did. Okay. Good thing I did it. 10:20. I guess I could also chop up all of the stuff because I have the sprites right here for me. I could chop up all the stuff that is in the way. $11 don't forget. And I'm sorry that I have to say the times out loud. It is the one thing that can kind of keep me remembering when I need to do it. It helps. 11:40. It helps. I am curious, though. Out of the people that do watch these, that are still watching these parts, have you guys ever tried to get all the sprites? If you played Harvest Moon DS or Cute, did you ever try to get all the sprites yourself? Did you try and you accomplished it? Did you try and decided it wasn't worth your time? Because I talked about it a long time ago, but you only need 60 to save the harvest sprites, and then once the harvest sprite is saved, you get the baby sprite, so then that way you can technically have a baby. So you definitely don't need to get all 101. Which is very awesome that they made that the thing that you didn't need to get all of them. I think even with the other game that I really wish that I could have played, Magical Melody, I think with that one as well, you didn't have to get all the notes in order to, you know, get married, do everything that you wanted to do. There's probably a certain amount that you have to get in order to do it. But it is nice that I don't think they ever really required you to have everything of something extra that wasn't the main bulk of the game. Granted, you could say saving the sprites is kind of the main bulk of the game, or getting the music notes is the main bulk, because Magical Melody is all about getting the music notes, and having the sprites is very helpful. I guess. I did that wrong, didn't I? Yep. Fuck me. It needed to be at 240. Cool. Can I get it in at 320? I bet I can. If I do it smartly, I bet I can get it in at 320 and get back into the swing of it. Yes! Okay. We're fine. 4 o'clock! I really hope this sprite appreciates how much hair I am pulling from its head. Because this is... I would definitely consider this overbrushing for anything. Definitely overbrushing for anything. 440. Dude, I hope that I can even make it to the chicken festival because of how long these days take. This sprite situation needs to get taken care of pronto. 5:20. I shouldn't complain. Because of me being dedicated at this point, at sitting here and bugging them every 40 minutes, we already got the 500. I shouldn't complain about how quickly that came about. 6. I'm still going to, because this is oh so much fun watching them play their little flutes. And actually do no work. I said 6. Why am I talking to you? Why am I talking to you? Fuck off. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, we're fine. We're free. Yay! 6:40. I really do. I really do think it is punishment for talking to the sprites too early. And that's why they make that dialogue so long. I'm sorry that I'm impatient. I get button happy. My fingers start twitching because I'm just sitting here waiting for time to go by. 7:20. I'm thinking that we should have Leia available to be marriageable by autumn. It's 7:20. What am I doing? If the things don't work out with the witch princess. 8 o'clock. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to marry her right after we find out if we can get it or not. Which, to be honest, the thing that's really holding me back, and the one thing that I haven't done, because I've been spending all my time looking at these purple sprites, is giving her gifts. I have not gone back to just stand there and spam showing her the cat in a long time. I haven't done that, and I, need to do it. At least before the 5th. I don't think it needs to be done. I don't think it needs to be done by the 5th, but it would help, because then once the 5th comes around, we'll be able to just focus up on the witch princess. Heart event, which would be... Hold on. Which just needs to happen, which can happen the day after. It is not a day-specific event. We can do it the day right after the festival. I mean, it doesn't say anything about there needing to be rain. Wait. There's somebody waiting at the door. Oh, I wonder which chicken I'm gonna bring in. Which one actually likes me more than 2 hearts? Nobody. Well, Totoro, do your best. You're not gonna win it, but please do your best. Okay, now it's safe to put the animals out. I mainly just don't like it when I walk out and somebody's standing there and they make the animal disappear from my hand. I don't want the animals to somehow glitch out of existence. And then to top it off, it doesn't count as picking up and petting your pet when that happens, so you have to re-find them again on the farm and pet them again. Which probably isn't the worst thing that you can do. To have to find your animals on the farm again. It definitely helps that only a little bit of my farm is now being filled with trash. What am I doing? I'm just running away from the yams. I'm running away from my problems. Clearly. I have many, many problems. Why don't Totoro and Kiki like me? Why are the chickens and the ducks not going up? Is it really just because I'm not... It has to be just because I'm not using the touch glove. Okay. I don't have a chance to build up that slight relationship like I have with the cows. Oh yeah, the cows are still going up. They're at 6 now. That's insanity. And some of our sheep are even at 6 themselves. Which means this year we may win a trophy. Either with the sheep or the cows, but I'll need to remember to make sure that the sheep are actually able to be sheared. I might wait. No, I think I'll just pick the sheep that have the better hearts to worry about, making sure that they can go to the festival versus just letting everybody keep their wool on. I think that's what I'll do. Our wool count should be moving exponentially faster though now. Because now we have 5 barns. Well, almost 5. We're still waiting on the last batch of sheeps that were just born to grow up so we can start shearing their wool. But we do have 5 barns now dedicated to that, right? Yes, because we have a total of 6 when you include the cow, and then the 7th building that we have is the ducks and chickens. I do almost wish there was a mod. Like how you have the mods for the fishing games in Grand Bazaar, which I only know about that one because people have told me that there is a mod to avoid the fishing game in Grand Bazaar. And you know what? I didn't mean to keep the horse in there. Out of all the fishing games that I have played recently in farming sims, that one is nowhere near difficult or worrisome for somebody to actually download a mod for it. Or maybe it's just me. But I feel like it's not necessary for people to have downloaded a mod for them to just have the fishing game be instantly done. Like, it doesn't seem... It seems odd, but I also don't know of people's capabilities of working controllers, so I should also just shut the fuck up. I think that's also something else that I should do. Sheep! I'm pretty sure the sheep festival is in autumn. But now that I'm worried about it, I might have to actually check on it. No, it is the chicken and cow festival this season. I do remember looking it up. It is the chicken and cow. Last time, didn't we get up to at least 3rd place for the cows last year? Was it 3rd? I think it was. So we still might not see a 1st place, but I feel like we should be close to having 1st place. Or at least a guaranteed 2nd. Goodness, guys, I cannot believe how many years we've still done, though. Oh, I did it again. I got impatient and technically screwed that up. Oh, and we need to buy chicken feed. Not chicken feed. We need to buy animal feed today. That's the thing we need to do. That's the most important thing. I also kind of want to brute force the weather to be sunny on Saturday. Just so then that way I can have it be done and get Rock and Lumina married. I know it is only summer, so we technically do still have a season, not 2. Well, technically 2, because it's still the beginning of summer. We still have 2 seasons to get sunny Saturday, and I'm pretty sure we'll manage that without brute forcing it, but I might brute force it. I just might. Mainly because if I brute force it, I think we'll be able to have the wedding right around the cow festival and just get it all done. Have it all nice and close together, so then I can skip the rest of summer and get to autumn to find out if I'm gonna have a wife or not, the chosen wife or not, or have the backup. Never tell Leia she's the backup. Because now at this point, since I am actually getting Rock and Lumina moving along with the rival events, I don't technically have another easy girl to date and marry. I mean, we could just be bachelors bachelors forever, which isn't that bad of an idea either, but Leia is another one that I've also technically wanted to marry. I think it was just because I never looked it up that the only way to get to her was to be friends with Daryl. I don't know why I never married her. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because I got so disappointed in the fact that I couldn't marry my very first option, the Witch Princess, that I didn't bother caring about trying to find a way to marry Leia. I will let you know, hands down right now, I will never marry Kira. Never marry Kira and the Harvest Goddess. Absolutely not. Now, maybe if the Harvest Goddess was an option in a game that has some quality of life, like a remastered version of the game where there's some quality of life changes, maybe I would glance at the Harvest Goddess. Because I don't even know if some of the stuff... I don't know if Story of Friends of Mineral Town has enough quality of life changes for me to try and attempt it there. There's a chance. I haven't really reminded myself of the requirements to marry her in that game. But that would be the only one that is currently the only remastered Harvest Moon game that lets you marry the Harvest Goddess that's available. Because she is ridiculous. And I don't think her requirements ever change between games that let you marry her to. It's all about finding everything. Why did I find an odd number of eggs? Oh, because the one chicken. I guess when she came to steal the chicken, she also stole the egg. Thanks, Potpourri. You're awesome. So yeah, because of her requirements, I don't think I would ever really want to do it. 8:30. And as long as I remember not to sell these fruit that I'm collecting, we'll be okay. Oh, and today I will cut down everything in hopes that a lot of red grass will grow. Hopefully, maybe? I don't know. But again, we have the harvest sprites here, so there ain't no reason why we shouldn't. I'll wait until I at least have full stamina from them before I do it, though. 9, 10. Dog, move. Dog, move! Thank you. Don't come back. Okay. Now... Oh, it's right here. I was like, where's the tool? Where's the most important tool? Oh, it's even the purple grass season. Shit. Okay, well, I managed to not cut that. Well, this actually sucks. I don't know if I'm really gonna do this. It's like too much that I have to avoid to make it truly worth it. Too much. I didn't mean to walk out of the frickin'... Well, I guess it's a good thing I don't need that, huh? I probably don't even need to worry about making friends with them either. With the healing team, because of how quickly they are pushing me through the requirement, I probably only need to worry about the red grass. Yes? Close enough. Oh boy. If I remember correctly too, it does like more to the back than the front. Yeah. Don't ask me why it's that way, but that is how it goes. Surprised we are not too tired yet. It's definitely gonna happen soon, though. Okay, there's one clue. Okay. Talk to you guys for a little bit. Wasn't it 9:30? I feel like it was 9:30, or was it 9:10? It was probably 9:10. Now it's 10:30. Do not. I don't know why you guys are bothering me. Or hanging out by the sprites. But I need you guys to not. Please. $11.10! I also need to take a quick stop inside my house to buy the food. Food! And maybe I don't need to do all this work to get red grass, because I could probably just continue to show her the cat. That would give me a good reason to bring the cat and do a bunch of gifting at once. That would be a good reason. see. I'll see how much red grass might grow back, but I really don't care about cleaning it up. At least while I'm sitting here chatting with you guys, recording with you guys. I might be fine with doing it outside of the recording. Hello. Maybe this is the correct way to go about it. I also lost track of how many times I've done this. Oh, we haven't checked the amount of yams from spring. How much closer the yams from spring got us to the requirement. Man, I would be happy to see 20,000. I would be happy to see 20,000. Now, I have no idea if I actually did that the amount of times that I wanted to do that. But who knows? Okay. The amount of yams that we have sold. 13,000. I don't know why I looked. I don't know why I looked. Also, I really don't want to do this anymore, so I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Because like I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I could find something that is either easier to obtain than the red grass. Because I don't need the best gift. I just need gifts to give. So I could find her, like, barely liked gift and give it to her. And it's probably something that I can buy for bulk at the store and everything will be fine. Okay. 110. We might be able to see the thing. I think I can squeeze it in. I think we can squeeze it in. 150. And at least I'm not accidentally pressing the button to, or accidentally possibly pressing the button to where I would cancel the sprites. I like the fact that he looked back after I used my brush like, why are you still here? I need healed. More. More! I do have a feeling, though, which thankfully there isn't going to be too much skipping in between this part and the next part, where we do the cow festival. Well, we might run into the 750 times while I'm in between recordings. I might run into it, so that'll probably be where the next part starts, is finding the next sprite, because the jump that we did was to 500, and then we have 750 to go, 250 to go for the next one, and then another 250, so it might pop pretty quick, which would be awesome. The sooner it happens, the more I can go back to truly skipping days, or having very short days. That makes it easier to get to the autumn, where we find out if it's a go or a no with the witch princess. Which, because it took getting up to 5 years to get to her heart event, purple heart event, I don't think I'm going to be that upset if I can't. I might be a little, because I would have to redo all of that again. Wait a minute. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I forget! I wish I could just skip it. I already skip it as much as I can that the game would allow, but I wish I could skip it more. 550. I mean, honestly, when you've been doing this most of the day, it's very obvious that it's fine to miss it. Like, it happens. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna be perfect with it. You're gonna forget. You have so many times running in your head, so many numbers running in your head, especially with all the math that I did. Some of my math was trying to figure out, like, if it was cheaper to buy frozen orange juice concentrate to make Orange Julius, or if it would just be cheaper to buy the orange juice, well, you know, fresh orange juice, and freeze it, and then just use that. Which, I think I really enjoyed the last Orange Julius batch that we had during Thanksgiving, with the orange juice from the carton, and then freezing it and using that. I think I like that more than the last time I used the orange juice concentrate anyway. So if you're like me, who's kind of in the mood to make your own Orange Julius, I would suggest just buying orange juice from a carton, or if you can make your own fresh orange juice, cool. Freeze that instead of buying the orange juice concentrate. Because I think at the end of the day, because of where I was forced to buy, where the last place that I possibly could get it, it was also more expensive. It was just a little bit more expensive than I was hoping it would be. Okay, I was about to say, I'm gonna try to shove it in. I think if we do the 4th tick in 850, we should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck me. Well, we're here to spam. Spam? Thank God. We got it. We got another one in. We're winning. And tomorrow, I guess I'll try to pick up some red grass. Since I can't harass the healing team sprites. Okay, here we go. Valley Newsflash. The annual Chicken Festival will be held today. Curse Farms Totoro will be there, so go for support Nick. Arrive at the beach venue between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Interesting way to write that, but we'll take it. Oh, wait, is it gonna be sunny, please? Yes! Okay, we're gonna get the last event together. We are gonna get the last event. Not that it really matters for you guys to see it, because we already technically saw it, but so then that way you guys know that it's just glitched. You know, maybe I should have just gone for the Japanese version. Wow. What is wrong with my brain right now? I wasn't even close to being done. I wasn't even close. Okay. I did this backwards. That is funny. After how long I've had this basement set up with yams, this is the first time I've done it backwards. You know what? I'll just pet you when I don't have the watering can in my hand. There we go. Fuck. Don't know how I wasn't close enough, but gotcha. God, it really sucks not having the healing sprite team here, though. Because now I'm all by my lonesome on energy. Wait, did I see the cat down there? No. I guess I didn't see the cat at all. Oh, what I meant to do. Okay, so where the hell is the cat? Motherfucker. I found it. It's fine. I'll just sit in the spring now anyway, so then that way I don't have to worry about me passing out when doing my animals. Who knew that I'd actually be forced to sit back here in these springs? I mean, it's really not that bad of a thing to sit in them, but I don't think I needed to sit in them as much as I did because of how much I still have to do it later on. Yeah, I probably could have waited a little bit, like stretched it out more. Let it more naturally happen when I needed to sit in the spring for it versus constantly doing it just to get through it. Okay. Now, when they come to bring my animal back home, they do actually bring it back into the barn, right? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they do. Because I do not remember having to bring them back in. If anything, I could at least just check it once the festival's done. I think the main problem is that it just doesn't happen frequently enough for me to remember it. Even though this is my 5th year, you would think I remember how every festival works, but I'm also playing another Harvest Moon game at the same time. And it happens differently, and I get things confused, and I've also just played so many Harvest Moon games in my life that I can't remember exactly which one is which. I swear to fucking God. I didn't even wait for the heart. I love it when it's very obvious that I'm super annoyed with the mechanic. As much as I would like to try and hide it, it's never gonna happen. But yeah, I wish that there was a cheat or something that I could obtain to just get rid of this, to make it happen, and then instantly make it be maxed out. I would put that in this game in a fucking heartbeat. Fuck you! Because at this point, I have done everything, well, except for the wool. I've done everything that I need to do with the touch glove myself. And it's not like I need to reach a record or a certain number in the minigame to obtain a sprite. So it's not like I would be cheating to use it with the cows, which is where I would honestly use it, because I've already gotten the cow stuff done. But I know that if I had it, I'm pretty sure I couldn't just say... I'm pretty sure I couldn't tell the game to be like, well, don't use it on the... don't use it with the sheep minigame. I still need to do that one myself. I don't think I could tell the game that. Or tell the mod or whatever it would be, if it was available, that. Speaking of sheep... Not yet. Or more like speaking of wool. Because the terrible thing with the wool requirements is that we got the 300 kind of recently. And I say kind of recently because with these parts coming out every week, once a week, it does make it seem like it's been a while. Why am I just not getting it? Jesus. It has been a while by upload time of us getting it. But in terms of how many times we've sheared wool, definitely not enough to be probably close to the 700. But when we got our other requirement, it definitely wasn't half of the endgame one. Or not endgame, the last one. But with 3 more barns of sheep, life should be better. Although I think I did move pretty quickly on to having 3 barns of sheep. And then we just added in the 2 during winter. So very recently, but I think it should be moving faster. I'm hoping. Cause when we last checked, before we got the 300, it was like, wasn't it 255 wool that we shipped? I should have never looked. I should have never looked. I don't know how it's that low, actually. I don't know how it's that low. Can we look at the tool instead? That didn't make me feel any better. I ain't feeling any better. Let's go get this over with. Let's go lose. 2-star Andy. Hello. Talk to me! I don't know why I can't talk to you on the other side of the counter, but sure, you do you. Hey, I forgot to pick up red grass. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna. I'm pretty sure there's something in her likes that I can just buy. Normal items. Well, she likes fish. Alright, maybe not so much. She's kind of a bitch. I could buy gold lumber. Gold lumber is pretty much the only thing that I can buy, though. Everything else needs to be mined or fished. Oh, wait, I can buy the medicine. I can give her medicine. It says cooked items, so I'm gonna assume that I can still just give her the ones that I buy. This year's ranking is as follows. The winner is Faith. That was the only one I read. Runner-up Neil, 3rd place. Aw. Totoro, come on! Why can't you love me? Because all the chickens that did love me, I got rid of. Because it's basically the chickens that I... I don't remember if I went to the cave. Cave? Cave check? I absolutely did not. And do we have 4 of these? Beautiful. Which means I am going to... make them into seeds. We're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna make them into seeds and go from there. Okay, I'm just annoyed now. It's finally gotten to the point where I'm annoyed by it that it's forcing me to clean it up. Well, at least we actually got level 3 seeds. That is also another concern of mine of which other crop is gonna glitch to where I can't have it. Shit. What? Fuck, it needs to be up in the upper corner, doesn't it? I think it does. Okay, my bad. I should have saved, like I've done in years past. I should have saved before doing it to make sure that I did it. Damn it. It's fine. We have it now. It's a good day tomorrow. The animals can stay out, and we can get the last... We can get Rock and Lumina married. Is it a bad weather day tomorrow, though? No. Okay. The animals are actually being able to stay outside. Shit, of course it's a yam day. I did think of it just as I was setting up to throw those orange seeds that I was sitting in the wrong spot. I don't know why I didn't think of it faster, but that's annoying. I also kind of appreciate that there is no trees that harvest, that bloom, I guess you would say, in spring, because then it makes it just easier to ensure that you have everything that you need. Or all your trees will be fully grown by the time the season starts, so then that way you can get them as fast as you can. Do I even get 1,000 yams a week? I don't think so. I think I'm lucky enough to get a guaranteed 300 every week. And I really don't want to figure out that math, because that math will just... It will crush me. I think we do gain 1,000 every month. Barely. Which is why, if the month of autumn doesn't pop off really well with yams, it is gonna be very sad. Okay. Also, rip to the probably, by the time I do get 100,000 done, rip to the 200, 300 of yams that I just tossed to the ground. That could have made the grind so much easier. One less week. I'm trying to just focus up. Focus up, not drop anymore. Get them all picked. Look at how much 99s we have. And hope from there. Oh my god, it was so funny. When I first started redoing Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town, I also forgot that in that version of the game, they did make it to where you could... Oh, don't talk to me! You wanna eat it! I need this sprite off my farm immediately. Why do you want to eat my dog? Okay. We're gonna try to ignore that. Because that's not disturbing. Thanks, man. I'm very disturbed about your team, though. You need to watch them closely. Because my pets do love to hang around them more than I'd like now. At least I didn't make the sprite hate me by accidentally showing them my dog. That's at least a bonus. More woo! I mean, to be fair, I haven't sold the wool that I've collected recently. So maybe that number would have helped, but I just feel like only having... Well, I guess maybe only getting about 70 since we last saw it isn't that bad of a number. And at least it should be better now that we have 5 bards. It should be better now. Okay. Wow, I am not doing well. Maybe it's because I actually woke up early when I shouldn't have woken up early on a day that I don't work. To be fair, I didn't wake up. To be fair, I did not wake up as early as I would for work. I mean, I did wake up at 4 a.m. once, but that's fine. That's normal. Don't worry about that. At that point, I'm fighting what my body's used to. The internal clock? Internal clock. I'm fighting that. But I actually woke up kind of between 6:30 and 7. I gave myself some time to be like, I set the alarm for 6:30, and then I was like, well, you know, if I feel tired, if I don't want to get up out of bed, I'll just take it slower, because I'm still waking up earlier to try and do some stuff here in the game. So no matter what, I was still ahead of the curve compared to when I would usually be getting off work and having time to do this stuff. So technically, it was about 7 I started messing with this. And then, of course, had to take a break to go get groceries. And technically buy one last gift. Yes, I am somebody who buys gifts stupidly. But to be fair, the gift that I buy stupidly is just a gift card. Oh god. I'm not staying on course. That was that was actually terrible. Now see, I would say that that was worth a medium. That could have been worth a medium versus me talking and doing it. This feels better. That definitely felt stronger. I don't know what happened with that first cow. Am I just getting tired? Am I getting tired? Hi. Okay, I recovered after the first cow. Which, again, by all rights, the game could have given me the medium, and I would have been totally fine with that. Totally fine with that, because everything was wrong with what I did there. Now, everything else now every other cow that I've done while talking, bullshit. That was the legitimate only time that I felt that I screwed the minigame up. Now, clearly, I screw the minigame up all the time with the sheep, but the sheep are hella forgiving. They're like, well, as long as you get the big chunks, we're good. We're happy. The game will clean us up. Oh, no, I think it is me. Oh, God, yeah, there's some. I do not think it is the mouse. I think it is just me. Apparently, don't do long stints of this game. when you're not used to mouse controls anyway? I don't know. Oh, God. I'm falling apart. Is it because I might actually lose Lumina as an extra backup? Because now we're seeing all the rival events for them, and just the feeling of losing her. Let me share the fucking sheep game, thank you. I'm already having a rough day as it is, or a rough time right now as is. Just let it go. Let it go. Let me be free. Oh boy. Oh my god, well, I might still cry, because we still have one more sheep barn to check. I don't think I can do any more mini games today. I think I gotta call it. Like, don't make me do any more. Please. Really begging you. God, thank God. We're in the clear. No more. No more. I did forget to check on the chicken situation, though. Yeah, they did make it in. We're fine. I felt that was the case. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 stacks of 99 yams. So I would say we're probably at 4 to 5 every week, which is about half of 1,000. If we really wanted to make it happy, of course. And 16 wool ain't even that bad for a week. But we'll have 20 once our last batch of sheep are available. We will have 20, which is always better. And speaking of 20, it's 8:20 that we do more heals. 8:20. And then we have to make sure we go to the beach at 11. Okay. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nine o'clock. $9.40. Oh, and then I'm gonna keep buying the healing teams every Sunday. I think it is every Sunday that I need to get them bought out. Unless they probably do get pushed back a day, depending on the festivals. They probably do. So it might be, I might need to change it up, but I'm at least gonna make it Sunday for now and see from there. It would kind of suck if we were paying for them to be there during a day that they weren't actually there. That would kind of suck. But again, I'm just rolling in the money that it don't matter. Especially when I turn in my week's... Oops. Fuck. Well... When I turn in my week's worth of stuff, it's pretty good. Well, it's 11:30, but let's go. I don't have the thing on. It's 11:30 for the next heal, but let's go. Oh, see, and this time we're not interrupting the scene. We're not there. You don't look good. What happened? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I can't do that. Rock, the girl who likes me is crying. A man can't just leave her alone, right? Never mind. Now that I reread that, fuck you. A girl who likes me. How about any girl that you see crying you help out? Huh? When I look at you, I forget what I'm worrying about. That's good, whatever that means. Anyway, do you think you've fallen in love with me again? Yes. Alright, we're free. Back home. To these losers. I say these losers loosely because I am just as much of a loser as them. I really am. Just sitting here all day waiting to talk to them. It's pretty loser behavior. Ay. I wonder if we'll get half. If we will get half before the end of the day. Because I'm really not kidding. The amount that they healed me is skyrocketing so fast. It's still 4/10. I also still hate the way you say it, anime. Anime is haunting me. At least you're not the one that said you want to eat my fucking dog. Then again, if it was the anime one, it would say they would want to turn my dog into mesh the dog and future kid I have together. That's what they would say. So, how did you guys like the healing team? I feel like we're bonding every time I talk to them, right? They can't be that mad with how much they work, when they can only work every 40 minutes, 30 minutes, technically. Yeah, if I'm only making them work every 40 minutes versus them having to work all the time with the fishing sprites, I would say the healing sprites have it down. Out of everybody, I would say the healing sprites have the easiest job. I guess I would kind of say the animal team might have just slightly better time. But I think when it comes to the animal and crop teams, that would highly depend on how much stuff the person's farm has. But I still think the animal team would have it easier. I do think so. Because once they're done with the animals, they're done. They don't have anything else to do. They're, it's just donezo. I think it'd be really funny too if it ends up happening that way. But I think we will be seeing if I can marry the witch princess 1 year after I started work on getting her to like me. I think that'll be the time when we can see it. 1 year later. I don't know why I talked to you. I hit the wrong button. I wish you'd just shut up. It is my fault when I hit the wrong button. But it's still so frustrating to read. Or just have to push through. It's so much faster when they just heal you. And maybe that's also a good sign of a good worker for the sprites. is they won't take forever to talk to you. They'll just quickly get to the job that they're here for and call it done. But if you talk to them outside of their work, they're chatty. Yeah, no, that does really make sense for employees and workers in general. Except for me. I am not a chatty person when I'm around work or when I'm in the break room or anything like that. Absolutely not. I am not one to talk to. Now, if I have something I want to talk to you about, it's usually about work. Like 99% of the time, it will be about work. So, of course, I'm kind of forced to talk to you about it. But if we're going to talk friendly and everything, that will only happen with certain people. Dang. Only certain people will really have that privilege. Dang, we have one more shot to get to half. One more shot. Is it because I take my hand off the keyboard and then I screw up pressing the button? Is that what's happening? How dare I take my hand off the keyboard? Ah, we didn't make it to half. Well, we tried. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. The rest are going to be pretty much like this. Very much. Obviously, we will for sure be back when it's Rock and Lumina's time to get married. We may be back a little bit sooner, depending on if we get the 250 times healed by the sprite team. We may be back for that as well, but guaranteed Rock and Lumina's marriage and then the cow festival. And hopefully we'll take first. But if we took third last time, I think we have I would say we have a guaranteed second place with our cows, with where we're at right now. Guaranteed second place, maybe first. But you know what? We're getting there, right? We're moving up. So, thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this part. I also appreciate all the support you guys have done with these videos by liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. Thank you so very much, YouTube. And maybe I will see you. Is the next part... Hold on. Wait a minute. Do I have it mixed up? Oh, shit. It won't be a year. It won't be a year. I think I did miss a week. Okay, so it might be... I think it's 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, we'll be able to see when the harvest, if the Witch Princess will love us and marry us. But at least we will have... Yeah. It won't be at the very beginning of the year, but it will be next year, we will know. So, see you guys.